Alright, we are back for more Deltarune, and we are here in the green room. Last time we took on Tenna's board game, I guess, and passed it with flying colours, got the S rank. Not quite the T rank, but it's good enough for me. And we're going to be seeing what the green room has to offer. There's a few things that we can do in here. There's a lot we can do in here, actually. This place is pretty sizable. First off is Lancer. Susie! Other people! You look so cool gaming! Lancer, are you for real? Not real? Hey, wait, if you're in this dark world, aren't you gonna... Don't worry, I've still got some time before I petrify. Meanwhile, I got a job at the gaming factory. I got my own gamepad and I've only broken it 4 times. Now I gotta go press buttons for pennies. See you in the funny stages. It's just off. This way to the next board, so we'll leave Tenna waiting for a while. There's a vending machine here that we can use to get items. You do need to use points for them. We have a fair amount of points. The TV dinner hails 100, the deluxe dinner hails 140. The lodestone is kinda garbage compared to what we have. It does give you more TP, but yeah, I don't need it. The ginger guard is better. I might take one. Just to have the armor. You don't get money for sticking stuff in the machine, dumbass. It's like the first thing anyone tries. The vending machine did not respond. But I like that talk is an option. The ginger guard. It's better than the Javel's Tail for defense, but it's not better for attack. I feel like we take it just because defense might be more useful in the long run. I say that, yeah, I'm gonna take it. Look, I punched through a guy. Pippins? Hey, Chris, you and Asriel took me home from school, remember? The ribbons? Pretty sure you lost them somewhere. I mean really lost. Ramb is here. Chris, bang up job getting S rank, love. For that, a little prize. Pink ribbon was added to your armors. You get a different reward based on what rank you obtain. I don't know them all off the top of my head, but you can't obtain them all. The pink ribbon, I believe, is also obtainable in Chapter 2. This is a way to get a second one. Increases the range at which bullets raise tension, so it's not too bad. It's a bit outdated for what we have, though. I don't know why it's the reward for S rank. As far as I know, there isn't a reward for T rank, but there is something else that you get. Again, I'll show that later if needs be. The game system is set up, but strictly, and rules are written down. Wanna play, Ralsei? It's got racing. Me? No, I'd rather just watch YouTube play. Fine. Chris, let's go. So you can actually control this game. If you sit and do nothing, Susie does actually comment. Man, it's like you're not even looking at the screen. It's cool. Lanina's here. Oh, you three. It's me, El Nina. I've never felt more moisturized. A single life's never felt this cool and collected. Ask me about anything. Oh, La Nina. Well, my sunshine is gone. My brilliant sunshine. Everything reminds me of him. Everything. The nighttime, the daytime, I saw a big wheel of cheese and I thought it was his face. Without him to balance me, my only forecast is rain running down my face. You're strong and independent. You got this. That's right. I'm the wave, aren't I? I can weather any storm myself. We'll see how far he gets without me to do his makeup. Thanks, Chris. You're a real cucumber, you know. Not a cool one, but... like I said, I really like El Nino and La Nina. I think they're really well designed, for one. But they also have a really active part in this chapter, and I think that just really helps. Cat and Cakes was more... just kind of a bit character, it felt like. Don't do anything funny. Mr. Tenna's orders. Sure. In here... Welcome to the ABC Rank Rewards Room. How may we assist you today? On the previous board you earned rank S. You're a star. This means you can use door A, B and C. We also recommend checking out our star changing room. Look at the S door in the green room below. Enjoy. There is another vending machine here that allows us to, well, sell stuff, dark dollars. Not very useful in this chapter, but you know, you might need money later on. And also, you felt glad. Hey, La Nino. Oh, you three. It is I, La Nino. The green room was busy, so I am in here. Need any assistance from a brave and independent moon? Certainly. Tomorrow's forecast will be sun, followed by a light drizzle. Oh, El Niña, my sweetest cloud. She would have loved a light drizzle. Everything reminds me of her. Everything. The water cooler, the water warmer. I tried counting sheep for a nap, and all I could imagine was her face. Without her moisture, my heart and skin have become so dry. You're also strong and independent. That's right. I don't need her, I don't need anyone. We'll see how far she gets without me coordinating her outfits. Thanks, Chris. You shone a little light on my life. Nice. Before we deal with any of those doors, it's a cactus, but not the real thing. What's on this TV? I'll say, would you like an old screen? Depends what's on TV. Oh, never mind. You don't get it. We can head out this way and find ourselves in another area. There's one of the teleportation doors, fast travel doors. Don't tell anyone, but this little guy's my closest pal. Since the Pippins are rule breakers, we ain't supposed to be friendly with them. But this guy, he's real nice. Points to items. Use a vending machine. There's another one here that sells some actually really good stuff. Okay, this is important. The Toxic Axe is a better weapon for Susie. I recommend taking it. The Saber 10 is a better weapon for Chris. I don't recommend taking it. There's a reason why, and we'll be able to get one later. The Flex Scarf is better for you. TV Slop heals 80. It's not as good as the others. Maybe we do Flex Scarf. I'll take one. Sell. There's a black and white animation cell of tenor on it. You said buy and left. Nice. First off, I want to absolutely equip that axe to Susie. It's great. These dirt losers. And then maybe I can use... Oh, it's a scarf, right. It is a little better. I lose magic for that. That's not as good. Not for Alce anyway. I probably don't want that. Nice to have for weapon completion though. One day when I accidentally broke the rules, this guy stood by my 6 sides. Since then I decided to play fair. You know, if it helps this guy out. There's a Centuries of Tenor. Down over this way. The Couch Cliffs. How purple and majestic they were. The dusty, the empty, such are the worlds, such as those. Screens that turn on, and then we can't go this way. Oh, I just noticed the little tenors, the guardrails, they actually have faces when you go near them. That's cute. I've never seen that before. That's everything that we can do on the outside though. I just recommend going to pick up those items. Also, if you didn't get S rank on the board, really important to note, you can, I believe it's the Pippins here who will allow you to purchase S rank and just get you into the S door if you didn't get it. So there is a way. I think it's like 500 points, so just be aware of that, but it is there. Like I said, make sure you have S rank. It's very important. Right, so A, B, and C ranks. Your rewards for clearing each of them is a water cooler for C rank. I love to drink, my favorite abundant resource. Drink quietly, talk respectfully. The water cooler. A strong aura emanates from the water cooler. The strongest enemy in Deltarune. Beg for mercy. You begged for mercy, but the water cooler showed none. You thought of some better, different acts to try next instead. So the water cooler has one single attack type, and it's just this. It's not even that bad, but like... I guess worse. So we can act cool or we can flirt. If we act cool, everyone shattered around the water cooler. Once the middle starts moving, it gets a bit rough. I'm playing it really dangerously. Keep acting cool. Well, I don't think this fight is necessarily difficult, but it's funny as hell nonetheless. BB. It's better when they don't move. It's very easy to... That was a bit mean. Yeah, bubble. It's the last one. Yeah. Recruit the water cooler. Incredible stuff is happening. Water is scarce. Wars will be fought. Ah, you're the kind of person that drinks from an oasis 8 times. So that fight is your reward for C rank. Your reward for B rank is a giant gumball machine. The sign says ball machine, user's guide. Read it. Welcome to ball machine. Insert points to gain prizes. The minimum is 100 points. More points increase gold chance. Even if you miss gold prize, next time gold chance increases faster. Hit the gold prize, gold chance will reset, etc. You turn to the camera and thanked Tenna for a great toy. Thanks, Tenna. Is all part of what it said on the sign. I love that it's just a PNG of a gumball machine. Insert 100 plus points to play. So you want to be careful here. We have 1200 points. I do want to save some of them. Let's put some points in though. We could just start with 100. See what we get. So you can get a variety of prizes from the gumball machine. Chris felt a feeling of deja vu. However, the handwriting was illegible. Chris felt a feeling of deja vu. Play again. Sometimes you can get nothing, like I just did there, but sometimes you can get some really good stuff. There are exclusive items that can only be obtained from the vending machine, and I do recommend getting them if you can. There's something in this white capsule. It's fuzzy. It's fluffy. Did you get an item or not? I'd like to get anything? I'll stick in like 200, I guess. Well, yeah, I'm guaranteed if I stick in like 180, I'm probably guaranteed something gold. Gold stuff is the best. That's where the exclusive items come in, so you can only hope. The exec buffet is one of those items. If I go into that, the exec buffet heals everyone for about 140 HP. It's an incredibly good item, and it's the only one of them in the game. I do recommend getting a hold of that for sure. There's a piece of equipment that you can get from this, though, that I really, really want, but I just might not be able to get it. I don't want to put in all of that. I am aware that I need at least 500 points for something. So maybe I just stop with the vending machine for now. You can get a TV dinner, that's fine. There is a limit to the items in the vending machine as well. You can't just infinitely get non-gold items, so it is good to just do it as much as you possibly can. Or at least there's a limit to gold items, which is like the good part. I'll stick in until I have about 500. So if I go here till about 502, maybe we get a gold item out of it. No. Get some TV slop. Alright. I'm gonna have to come back when I have more points. And hopefully I have more points. in here we have the ability to replay the minigames that we played during the board, so we can play the cooking minigame again. There's no reason for it unless you want to get a higher score. That's about it. Over here is what we really want to go to, though. Hey, this here's an extra special game. It's locked, you know. That is, unless you pay 500 points. This is why I wanted to save my points, and I recommend you do too. This is a completely optional minigame. You do not have to do it, but I do recommend it. It's nice to see. Alright, now that we've got those. Lock opening noise, lock opening noise. Look at that, would ya? The lock's all gone. Not a trace. You'd hardly believe it was ever there at all. Well, see ya. No refunds. With that we can now just go in. It's the door to the mystery game. Play it.
Welcome to Extra Game! Tonight our physical challenge will be... Oh, wait just a moment. I'm receiving an emergency broadcast. Something massive has begun assaulting the city! Multiple buildings are up in flames! At this rate, everyone will be destroyed! Can anyone please tell me who this monster is?
Guess who, idiots?
Well, that's right, it's a giant monster movie starring Susie!
The Susie Zilla, chump. Aw, Susie, your costume is so adorable. Scary. Obviously.
Right, Susie Zilla will be our body-smashing, hyper-spinning star of the day! Miss Zilla, you were watching the Monster Marathon until you fell asleep. I was so happy to see someone so excited to tune in. So this final event's a special service just for you. And by all means, please come over to Chris's and watch more TV anytime. You don't even have to come in. Stand outside and watch me through the window. I won't tell anyone. The police will never know. Promise.
So I do what? Kick your ass?
No, Susie Zilla had a change in her TV-loving heart. She may wreck the city, but she'll protect me, TV statue, with her life. For if the bad guys take me down, there's no more TV. Need any other instructions, or should we start the final match? Now, the rules are simple. Haters of true entertainment are constantly trying to kill me. Defeat them before they hit me and ruin my pristine shine. Susie's okay to get hit, but if I run out of popularity, it's game over. Chris and Ralsei control Susie via rope like an unwanted puppet. Spin the ropes with X to smash anything and everything. And that's it. You'll learn the rest on the job, or else. Now, all ready? Tail on tight. Take in your radioactive breath mints.
So, the Susie Zilla... Okay, right, I hate this game. Ted is gonna talk while it's going, but it's fine. This game sucks. This was a game that was cut from the final build of the game. And they just added it as an optional little thing that you could do. I much prefer that. I don't think this game is very fun to play. It's very floaty, very finicky. The actual controls are a bit garbage. And it's just kind of a pain. Spin into the houses. If you can get all of the houses, you get an extra bonus, but this essentially just heals 10 up. These trucks can only be hit from the back, so just be aware of that. You can even hit them from like the side back, but it should be fine. I just think it's a very cumbersome game. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. And while I can generally get to the end of it, I do struggle to, give me some houses, give me some health. getting them all is a bit tricky. Phase 3 is where it gets a bit difficult. A giant Spamton head rains down, while other guys kind of get in the way. If that Spamton head gets to 100%, it will instantly destroy Tenor, ending the game. You do not want to do that. Destroying the Spamton head will just end it. Just like that.
You guys saved TV! Hey, guys! Guys, they won, I said!
After that, it's going to go into a bit of an endless run, and there is a way to get through this. If you do manage to do it, you can actually just win. Unfortunately, it's such a pain in the ass, and there's so many of them, you're just probably not going to make it. Like, he's already almost dead. Yeah, he's dead. Like, that. I don't know how to win that! But technically, by beating the Spamton head, you do win.
No TVs were harmed in the making of this minigame.
I'm actually really glad they cut this. It's essentially the equivalent of a cooking game where it would have come at the end of a board. For context, they cut a lot of this chapter. They moved stuff around a lot. There was an entire, like, third board later in the chapter. We'll get to that when we get to it, but, this was originally going to be part of the main chapter, and then they just relegated it to a side thing, and I think that's for the best. It's not the best minigame in the world. But technically you do win if you beat Spamton, so... yeah, who's the real winner? Right, we'll leave that there. You never have to do it again. Again, completely optional. You don't get anything for getting a high score. It really is just for a high score, so... if I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of a waste of 500 points. I highly recommend you save those points. I'm doing this for completion's sake, because I would like to show stuff off, but if you can save those 500 points, it's just better spent on the vending machine, if I'm being completely honest. That is something I would much rather do. Okay, shall we check out the S-Rank room? Exclusive changing room for S-Rank players only. That's like a bathroom, right? We'll just, go play games. Let's see what our reward is. Oh, it's you. Let me check if you're on the guest list. I see. S-Rank on board 1. Please enjoy our luxury facilities. My, how luxury. Hey, looks like you rolled an S-Rank. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Actually, I've heard there's an even higher rank for true TV lovers. More like TV losers. Who wants to get that? Oh, I love that. Oh, the scream is so good. Who beeth? If you wanteth mine autography, getteth in line. I hope I can get an autograph. Someone from behind the curtain pushed you away. You felt something spiny stuck in your hand. You got the Saber 10. This is why I said you didn't need to buy one, because you can just get one here. Lowers your defense a bit, but ups your attack. It's pretty good. It's probably going to be more useful in the long run, I think. Yeah, defense is nice, but I can probably live with it. You can hear in the background as well. I was going to say it's Spamton's theme. It's less Spamton's theme, it's more Tenor's theme now that Spamton's just sort of reheated. I saw a lot of people say that, you know, if this game came out all at once, that might have been more obvious. I don't know, we associate this, like, motif with Spamton now, I guess, more than Tenor, but it is Tenor's theme. Points to items. Use a vending machine. We can buy TV slop here and a smile. Always at your humble service. It smiled. Oh, I've got something to say on that later. We can also buy TV slop. I just don't think I need it. Exchange dollars into points this time. I'm not going to be... well... maybe later on. Maybe later on. There's graffiti here. TV dinners. I've seen what they put in them. It's... Seems the message cuts off. Maybe they'll finish it later. And hey, it's Ram. Ah, Chris. Look at you, a dressing room, big shot. Cheers, cheers. So how do you fancy the game then? Right-oh. It ain't much in it, love. Now I knew you wouldn't like it. I knew. So listen up. See that game you've been playing? It's not exactly the original. Old Tenner's done a little something here, a little something there. Made the whole adventure some big old blasted line for me to be. Primo, boring stuff. But if I know Chris, boy do I know Chris, that's not what you want, innit? Freedom. That's what you want, chum. Freedom. Well, if I go shush for a minute here, Chris, love, that's what we got backstage. The original game, where you get to decide what to do. Alright, enough explaining. More gaming. I'll keep an eye out for Tenner. You go have some real fun, alright, love? There you go. And I'm sure you know, but secret to Tenner. Right, love? Ah, Chris. Stick around here long enough and you'll learn. Freedom's just a thing for big shots. These words! Act 1 schedule. Various names and times are written under it. Act 2 schedule is scrolled underneath in red pen. It's a game system. Looks like this is where all the characters in the board play. The controllers and system are all locked up dentist office style. Looks like a game console. Play it. Just switched itself off. Seems there's a controller fallen on the ground. The odd controller was added to your key items. A gamepad no one wanted to use. The buttons are in ugly pink and yellow. I've also got a lot that I want to say about that, but that's all for another time. Now that we have a controller though, game should work. It all looks very similar, doesn't it? If we go in here, it's just pitch black. Not much we can really do. Got some enemies wandering about. Everything seems very peaceful right now, does it not? Well, we don't really have anything to do here. If we head down here, down where we found the mailroom originally. That's also your hint that there is a mailroom in the first place. Good to know. So with a sword in hand, we can now use it to do unspeakable things, such as killing enemies. We're going to do an actual game of The Legend of Zelda. We cannot kill this guy. But we kill one more guy and we'll level up and we can. Ow. I mean, we've seen games like this before. The green candies heal you. You take 2 hits to kill. There's also these yellow flowers, which we can destroy these as well. So we actually have to play The Legend of Zelda now, which is very funny. I really like this though as a game mechanic. I think it's very fun. I like the idea of like just changing mechanics completely almost. Yeah, you're dead. We're almost level 3. But we're not quite level 3? Maybe on the bridge. No, it's kind of on the bridge. Why is this the last guy? There's like a guy left. Maybe over here? Maybe down here? No, I just went down here. Oh, you! There you go. Music stopped now that we're level 3. Well, there's only one path we could possibly take. Oh no, the music's starting back up. We can now destroy the cacti, which gives us a new area, and more enemies to kill. Down here there is a blue bird floating about. We'll leave that for now. I assume blue because of the filter. Get you. I think this is really fun though. Well, I can just destroy the cactus now, so it doesn't really matter. Get it all gone. Now we're just destroying the yellow guys with one hit as well. And it's just you. We've now reached max level. The music abruptly stops. But at max level, we now have the ability to destroy trees. Once you have done this, also, down here is the blue bird that we saw. We can kill it. In fact, I would very much like to do so. Get some candy out of it. There's no actual benefit for killing the bird. You're already at max level. Just kind of doing it to be an asshole at this point. If we come down... Is it this way? Yeah, this way. There is a tree blocking a bridge. We can go over this way now. And find God knows how many doors. And some text. See you soon. Ominous, ominous, ominous. And kind of creepy. So it doesn't seem like there's anywhere we can go. I want to go back to the start, actually. While I've got the chance to explore, now's probably a good time for this. If we go back into this room... I swear there's something here. Yep. Having fun. If we destroy these trees, there is yet another one. I don't think there is anything in this one. Just wanted to show that that was there. It's almost like we're being watched. Now with nowhere else to go, let's just walk into the void. Since we can destroy trees, I want to head down and to the right. game won't start back up. That's it. Well, thanks for that. Chris, how was it? Lots of fun. Maybe I had a little extra taste of that, you know. Well, regardless, tenor almost came in. Gotta be extra careful next time. We'll leave that for now. We might need to come back. Welcome back, Chris. What the hell took you so long? Really? Hey, maybe we should play too next time. That's okay. I'm not really good at games. Anyway, let's hurry and get the hell out of here. With the S-rank rigging done though, I think that's everything that we can do in the green room. What does Ram have to say after all of that though? Oi Chris, love. It's me, Ram. You and your brother took me here from the library. How are they all? Queen's still bossy, Swatch has still got a mohawk, and that salesman. Right, the store. If you want anything, just use your points. Time flies. Seems like just yesterday you and that girl had everyone here lined up. Queen on her side, king on your side, 10 in back. Oh, it was chaos. Only kids like you two would take a laptop home just to play make-believe. How is she, Chris? Are you too? Well, it's alright. Everyone changes, except us. You want to buy something using your points? That's lovely, Chris. Got to use that vending machine though. Tenor doesn't like us touching the points. That's everything that we can do in the green room. It's actually not as much as I thought, but you get a lot out of it. I'm really hoping we can see everything to do with that vending machine, but we'll see. With that, next time, I guess we're gonna go and see Tenor about this second round of the game. Let's see if it's as fun as the first. Bye.